Hi, it's Bobby with Office Tracker. Today we're going to go over using the Find feature to create reports. First, we're going to go over the desktop client. On the desktop client, the Find button is up here at the top on the icon bar. Click on Find, and you will notice there are several options on how you can do your search when using the Find feature. You can search for events or for contacts or events with contacts. You can search for a specific word within your events. Here's where you select the names that you're going to be searching for. Mine is currently searching for these three doctors because this is a doctor's office that I have set up. The date range, you can include non-timed events by checking this box. You set your date range that you want to search and the time right here. Then the labels, categories, keywords, and priorities are also ways that you can search. I'm going to do a search on September 24th starting at 8 a.m. and I want it to run until the 26th, but I want it to show until 5 p.m. I'm going to do a search by a label, so I'm going to search for a sick visit and click Find. So there are 3 visits scheduled during that date range for those 3 doctors. You can click Print Report, and it comes up with some more options on how you would like the printed report to appear. So you can group the events by name. If you wanted to group it, like in my case, the doctor's office, I could do it by names shown and it will group them together on the report, as we'll see in a moment. Event info. This is the event info that you want to show on the report. I don't need it to show who it's scheduled by, so I'm going to take that off. But my contact name, their phone number, the name of the doctor that it's scheduled with, the start time, and the label are what I have chosen. Under options, you can include the header and footer, or you could take those off if you don't need them. I'm going to click Preview and zoom in so we can see what it came back with. So there's my doctors. They are sorted by the doctors and the appointments that they had that were sick visits, because my label sick visit that I had set. I'm going to click Close. You could also export these events. So I'm going to click Export and save it. And let's open that up. As you will see, it exported it into an Excel document and it sorted it. It's got separate rows for each event. It's got the start date, end date, start time. All of the information about the events are listed here, and you could manipulate that information however you need. Let's do another find so we can see another way that the report might appear. I'm going to click Find, and I'm going to do a search for these 3 doctors' names that are still highlighted here during these date ranges, and it will show all of the events that are scheduled in Office Tracker for those date ranges and those 3 names. I'm going to hit Find, Print Report. This time I'm not going to group the events by the name. I'm just going to let it sort them by time and date. Zoom in. As you can see, this time it did not group the doctors' names. It sorted them by the date and time. If we go back and hit Print Report again and do the group by name shown, you will see that now each doctor has their own section for each day. Office Tracker also has a print button up here. If you click on Print, you have several options here as far as how you would like your schedule to be printed. But we can print a daily schedule, a full page, 15-minute increments on this day. We're going to start it at 8 a.m. and we're going to stop it at 5 p.m. We can hit Preview to see what it's going to look like. And it will show on your schedule all the information that you want to appear. If you want to customize this more as far as what information shows on this schedule, you could do that from right here under Event Info, if you wanted more or less information to show on the printed schedule. Options, once again, it's got a few options on how it's going to look, including headers and footers, the gray backgrounds, and showing the small calendars at the top of the screen. When using the web client, the find and reporting features are a little different, but they're very similar. On the web client, you click the find icon right here, and it comes up with this search box. Once again, you can search for events, contacts, events with contacts, and you can search for a specific word within your schedule. You can group the events. You can search for certain names. I'm going to change this out. add in some more of the doctors so we can see. Okay, and the date range works the same as it did over there. So I'm going to change that to the September 24th, starting at 8 a.m., ending September 26th, ending at 5 p.m. Okay, now these are the same as over there as well. If you wanted to search by label, you could, by category, by keyword, by priority. I'm going to have it go ahead and group by the name shown and for those doctors. I'm going to click Find, and you will notice it will show all of the events that were in that date range. You can do Export to CSV, enter the name that you'd like to save the file as, and download the CSV file. Now we're going to look at the reporting features when using the web client. There's a report button up here. From here you have the same options as you had using the desktop client. So we're going to do a daily schedule, paper size. I want it to appear in a portrait orientation. Let's select the date range again. Going until that. And my times, 8 a.m., 5 p.m. Names shown, I've got those on there. And click Create PDF. As you will see, it has grouped the schedule to print by name with the date range and time range that I set. And the colors from the labels, if you have your labels set up to use colors, then they will also appear on the printed copy of the schedule. I'm going to close that. I'd like to show you what the same report also looks like in landscape. I'm going to click on Landscape, Create PDF. You will notice in this view you've got a little bit more room for the information to appear on the page. You can scroll down and see the rest of the day. I'm going to close this. I didn't go over this. The event info, contact info, and options are the same as within the desktop client. So you can choose what information you want to appear on your printed schedule. Contact info, what information of the contacts do you want to appear on the schedule? Options, again, the headers, the footers, you can make the event text wrap, the background shading, include weekends. So that about covers the Find and the Report feature when using Office Tracker. Happy scheduling!